Hi everybody, my name is Chidi. We're here at the Amnesty International office in Toronto, Canada to submit a letter to Amnesty International protesting the human rights abuses in Nigeria. We want to say that enough is enough. Very soon we're going to go in and submit that letter. We're just waiting for one more person and we'll be able to do that. We promise people that we're going to do that, and we're here to do that. I have somebody here also. I'm representing the Take It Back movement, and I have my brother here who just introduce yourself and tell us who you're representing and why you're here.
My name is Emeka. I'm representing myself as well as representing the obedient movement all over the world. We're here, as Chidi rightly said, to protest the treatment being the human rights abuse being meted out to our very own dear Directorate in Nigeria right now, and especially as it concerns the Directorate who is being hounded by the government, and in a way that there shouldn't be. We think that he deserves a fair trial, even though nobody is saying that he's right or wrong in whatever all the allegations, what is being alleged to have done. But what we are saying is that he should be treated as a human being. He should be treated according to the laws of Nigeria and not being intimidated and hounded by the authorities. So that's why we're here. Thank you.
I'm Chidi.
Hi, Chidi.
I'm Emeka. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Hello as well.
Hello. Yes.
So, what do you have for us today?
On behalf of the Take It Back movement, global, Canada Directorate, and some concerned Nigerians living in Canada, we are here to present a letter of protest. First of all, to congratulate you and commemorate today, that is the World Human Rights Day, okay? And then secondly, to submit this protest letter against human rights abuses in Nigeria. Within the letter, we have complained about several things which we know has to do with what Amnesty International is known for. So when you go through the letter, you'll be able to see some of the complaints that we have lodged in this letter to be transmitted to your appropriate quarters in Amnesty International.
Wonderful. So, I can take this from you.
I'm going to need you to sign a receipt.
Oh, sure. Thank you very much. Would you like me to read this right now?
You can, sure.
Yeah. Issues that have been raised, and as I think Nancy told you, that like I work in communications, so I'm not as close to the policy, but we do have I would imagine that we have, well, there's the Amnesty Nigeria section. There would be, there's probably, well, I would know that there's a West Africa team that's as part of Amnesty International, and so a lot of the campaigning that we do is directed by the people closest to the work and closest to the ground. And so, I mean, obviously that thank you so much for coming in today, and that we'll share that with them. And please have made this connection. I'm sorry that there were not more people here today. A lot of people work from home, and our national headquarters are in Ottawa, but it's still special and advocate here, especially today on International Rights Day. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much. We would also have the speech that we would like to deliver on this day.
Sure.
To mark this International World Human Rights Day. A speech by the Take It Back Movement, Global Canada, Directorate at Amnesty International Toronto on World Human Rights Day. Ladies and gentlemen, today, as we gather to mark the World Human Rights Day, we stand united in our commitment to uphold the fundamental rights and freedoms that every human being deserves. It is a day to celebrate the progress we have made, but also to confront the stark realities of the injustices that persist around the world. We, the Take It Back Movement Global Canada Directorate, are here to draw urgent attention to the unacceptable level of human rights abuses perpetrated by various arms of the government of Nigeria, particularly the judiciary and the police. These are institutions which should be the bastions of justice and protections, but instead they have become instruments of oppression and fear. We highlight the cases of Dele Farutimi and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as glaring examples of these gross human rights abuses. Dele Farutimi, a vocal advocate for justice and democracy, has faced relentless persecution for his unwavering stance against corruption and tyranny. His arrest and continued harassment are not just an affront to his personal freedoms, but a chilling message to all those who dare to speak truth to power. Similarly, the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, underscores the extent of the Nigerian government's disregard for human rights. His abduction, unlawful detention, and the inhuman treatment he has endured are stark violations of international human rights standards. These actions are not just illegal, they are morally reprehensible. We demand the immediate and unconditional release of all political prisoners and prisoners of conscience in Nigeria. The continued detention of these individuals is a stain on Nigeria's national conscience and a violation of the principles of justice and human dignity. We commend Amnesty International for their tireless work in defending human rights worldwide. Your efforts shine a light on the darkest corners of oppression and gives hope to those who suffer in silence. We stand with you in solidarity, and we pledge our continued support for your mission. As we celebrate World Human Rights Day, let us renew our commitment to the fight for a world where every individual can live free from fear, oppression, and injustice. Let us remember that the struggle for human rights is not just a fight for the oppressed, but a fight for the soul of humanity. Happy Human Rights Day to all. Together, we can make a difference. Thank you very much. The gentleman here is practicing medical professional, Dr. Emeko Kolo, and it would be nice for him to give another perspective to what is going on in Nigeria, so it's not just hearing from one person. So, Dr. Kolo.
Yeah, I mean, I think Chidi has said, almost everything. A lot of things are going on in Nigeria, and it all borders on human rights abuses. Due laid-down processes of the law are not being followed, and that is our concern, because it is one thing to say that somebody did something, and then it is another thing to give the person a fair trial. If you are alleging that someone committed an offense, equity and justice demands that that person should be given a right to defend themselves fairly, and not being harassed and hounded. I mean, the case of the man, Delefaro Timi, that we're talking about and that actually brought us here today, is a case in point. He's alleged to have, he wrote a book since, I think sometime this year, the book that was released sometime this year. And then one man now, after all these months now, discovered that he has been defamed or whatever, in the book. So instead of going to court to just file a motion that and allow justice to take place, he resorted to using the police to harass this man. They came and harassed him in a Gestapo style, and took him away from his office in Lagos, and took him to another state, and took him to court the next day, refused to grant him bail for an offense that ordinarily should be a bailable offense. I mean, there are cases of people that stole money, that actually stole billions of naira, that are walking around, that are even being given police escort and everything.
Wow.
While those ones should be the ones that are detained and or handcuffed and everything. And then but this man is just being harassed, and that is why we are not happy about it. I haven't read the book, but all we are saying is that he should be given a fair trial.
Right.
He should be prosecuted in a fair and just manner, and that's all we're asking for. Not to keep him in the prison. Yesterday, the High Court granted him bail, and now today, a magistrate court, which is a lower court, refused to grant him bail. So so you see the disparity in the whole thing. Like nobody's happy about that, and it all points to the fact that he's been unfairly treated. He's being punished. He's being harassed because a big man is said to have been defamed.
Right.
That's actually what's going on. That's what everything points to. Because if not, if the people that are claiming to have been defamed, if they know that they have a good case against him, they should allow justice to take place. Follow the course of justice, and everything should be fine. So that's actually the main thing, and we hope that Amnesty International will step into the matter and help to see that justice is done for him.
Kenny, do you want to make a comment before we round up?
Yeah, both of them have said it all. They are my leaders. I'm a younger person trying to come up with them because they have more experience. But however, I have one or two things to say here. I'm from Ekiti State itself, where this issue is springing up from.
Oh wow.
But however, I would like the world to know that Ekiti is known to be a place of knowledge, not a place of arrogance or oppression. It's just that some set of people have stood up to make themselves an element or instrument of oppression, which younger people like us are trying to always stand against, no matter who is involved. The man in question is said to be a 95-year-old man who is supposed to be a kind of a senior citizen that should be given, direction and wisdom to younger generation. But unfortunately, where we are seeing him currently is taking the place of oppression, trying to shut down the rights of people, trying to making sure that the truth is not always prevailing. But however, we are here to ensure to make our justice system in Nigeria to always be in the favor of people who are speaking, truth to power, who are willing that the justice system should always not be fishtailed or be dribbled to favor some people because they belong to a class of people. Everyone is equal before the law, and this is why we're here to represent the people that are willing that great things should be happening in our country, Nigeria, and myself, that great things like justice and equity should always prevail from my state, Ekiti State, where I come from. I represent the people from here currently, the Take It Back movement. I represent the people of Ekiti State, that they cannot be oppressed by anybody, no matter who the person is. Thank you.
Okay. Again, like I can't sort of commit any sort of particular policy action, but today that I'm thankful that I have the letter and I can scan it, and I see that you have a website online, so which is great. So again, not having been in contact with Amnesty Nigeria or our West Africa section, I don't know. It could be something that they're working on already. But I'll connect with them regardless, just to and to let them know that you did drop by and that we did have this conversation, which is obviously you're doing this out of concern, out of a real care, and a belief in human rights. So that is obviously really appreciated, and a good thing to visit us here is lovely. So that I will definitely do after we speak. Now, and I believe there is contact information on the letter.
There's contact information.
Because if they, and is this for like a larger group, or is this for you? Like
No, for a larger group. No,
okay.
Any contact made through that will be received and responded.
Would that be your preference?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Because if they have questions.
Yeah, we'll continue communication.
And this is part of a global movement.
Yes. And it's not just this; it's just the people bringing it up front, but it's a connection of so many other groups.
Right.
Yeah, so many other groups. He is with the obedient movement, where with the Take It Back movement.
Yes.
We represent Concerned Nigerians. He's also of Take It Back movement, another Concerned Nigerian. We're just representing them. If you after this, you will get a chance to Google about this case, and you'll be able to see more. It's right now.
On the internet.
It's a viral case right now. If you Google it, you see what's going. You get one. In fact, every information you would even get will be out there. The books he wrote that's actually causing all this problem is on Amazon.
Right.
And one will get a chance to actually browse through the book. See the justification for it.
Oh no, thank you. And you mentioned being a 800 person coming up in the movement, and also representing the voice is very important. Thank you for coming. Thank you. I appreciate it. And
Thank you so much, Corey.
Oh no. Again, I apologize because I work close. My job is kind of policy adjacent because I work in human relations. So I feel bad in some ways because none of our sort of the people who are policy leaders are not here in this location today. But it is an honor to meet and share space with you here about your stories and your advocacy, which is really inspiring, and puts wind in our sails. And it gives us energy. Exactly. So,
no, you guys are doing so well in Nigeria, and you're already supporting one of our members and somebody who is also outspoken, who has been through this whole period, this whole treatment. He lives in the U.S. He's a publisher. His name is Omoyele Shore. Amnesty International Nigeria supports him every time he goes to court. They come out there with a placard. So your jobs precedes you. We know you guys all over the place. So thanks for the good job.
Well, thank you. Likewise. Well, I guess I'll let you go. I just have things that I need to return to, but thank you for this. As I said, it's really important to me that the message doesn't stop with me and with us at this table. But I'll share it with both our policy leaders here and with folks with Amnesty Nigeria and the leaders in the West Africa regional office. and if there is any follow-up. But I unfortunately don't have a card, but I could give you my email. You can, or if you want to write this down or put it in your phone, by the way, is media at. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you wanted to share? Anything that comes to mind?
I need you to sign receive the letter.
Yes. So I mean, again, I can't.
Sorry, this is the copy.
That's
Okay, this is your own copy.
Yeah, that's
You're
okay.
just gonna write receipt on this one.
Oh, okay, sounds
Yeah,
good. Sounds
that's
good.
all.
Oh, did they take? Was
Yeah,
that-
that's your own. That's your own. Copy.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. This is just receipt, and then
Try to make it legible.
yes.
2022. Do you want me to date it?
Yeah, you
Yes,
can
yes,
do.
yes.
Yes.
Print.
Okay, now the other. Thank you very much. The other thing is.
Thank you.
We have a
You have an important role as a communications person. I really
Thank you.
appreciate that.
active online. We're going to be holding the Twitter space.
Yeah.
And still talking about it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. Thank
Okay.
you so much again.